I've been lying to you guys. I'm sorry. I have to apologize. I haven't been telling you. I've had a little bit of an overheating issue, and I haven't been 100% sure as to what has been causing it. I think it's probably just my thermostat sticking. Hoping that's all it is. What'll happen is I'll let it idle for a really long time. So if it was something like a clog, I would think it would probably show up sooner. But I've been just letting it idle for, gosh, like 15, 20 minutes. Then all of a sudden it'll just shoot up in heat. And I'm not sure. If it was a clog, you'd think it would overheat a lot faster. So I got a thermostat, luckily, I think it's the right thing. And I'm gonna put that in there, and hopefully that resolves my overheating issue. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen at all. Everything on this has come off so easy. I really didn't even put that much pressure on that. Well, if it ain't one thing, it's another, right? Well, I've got it off of there. Other than that broken bolt, it came off pretty easy. I salvaged the gasket just in case I can't find one. I really would like to not use this one, but in a worst case scenario, I can put silicone on both sides and use it. Hopefully that's not the case though. And looking at this, it's looking pretty cruddy, and I'm guessing that, yeah, it is not working, because look at all the buildup around it. If it was working, I don't think there would be that kind of buildup there. You know, I just got to thinking that I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to see if my pump is working, because my thinking was if the thermostat isn't opening, or sorry, if the thermostat is working, it must be my pumps aren't circulating. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I still have that wire attached to start this, even though I can start it from the cab now. I'm gonna turn on my key, I'm gonna turn her over. It might start, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. If it doesn't run too long, I can turn it off. And I just wanna see if I have either suction where the fluid level goes down, or pushing where it bubbles over. And if I have that, then my pumps should be working. All right, let's see what happens. Shit, that's not a good sign. You would think it would either suck or blow. I didn't even try to make that joke. Just made itself. Crap, that's not a good sign. Should do something, shouldn't it? That cannot be a good sign. Shit. Okay, well, I had to review the video that I just took of it, and it looks like at a higher RPM it's trying to suck it down. So that could be that either I've got some air in the line somewhere potentially, or in the system, or that maybe there's some plugging somewhere. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to cap the top of my radiator and I'm gonna dump water in there and let the gravity push it up and see if I can flush out anything that might be in there. I did flush out my radiator, and it flowed really well, and there weren't chunks of stuff coming out or nothing. So if there is a blockage, I would think that's probably not the case. I'd probably be leaning more towards an air bubble in there somewhere. I don't know. Some of you gearheads who know a lot more about this stuff than me, can you please give me some suggestions? Anyway, I'm gonna mess around with it and see if I can't figure it out. All right, I've got 2 gallons here of hot water. I'm going to be sticking down in there, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna make a total mess of my shop here, but might have to take a break and sweep some water around. Now, I do see a cloudiness that came up. I don't know how well you can see it with the light shining on it, but it's a bit cloudy, and I'm not sure what that means. Just junk in the system, maybe? Okay, so I'm getting a lot of cloudiness in it. I'm debating if I should just pull this outside and run a hose down into the tank. I wasn't expecting to. I'd like to just keep doing it until the murkiness goes away. That would be ideal. Then you know it's good and clean. And I don't know how many 1 gallons I'm gonna have to fill up to do that. So I think I'm just gonna back her up so that I don't get my shop completely flooded here. I was wondering what I was going to do with this water tank anyway. Something I do with these older cars is I put some CLR, calcium line rust remover, down into the tanks. I haven't done it with this one yet because I thought it was clean, but I put it down there and then I put some air to it, and you're seeing the results. So there's definitely some nasty shit in the system. So hopefully by cleaning it here, that's going to fix whatever issues I was having with overheating. But I'm just gonna keep running this until either I run out of water. Oh, there was an air bubble right there. I'm either gonna run out of water or I'm going to clean it until it's not giving me any gunk anymore. And I'll probably run the air hose in there again. All right, let's put a little bit more air to it, and you can see a slow-mo version of all the crap that comes out of there. Look at all the air bubbles coming out of there too, so that's a good sign. Starting to clean up a little bit now. Alright, I'm actually going to put some more CLR in there, let it sit a little bit, and then fill her up again. right, well, we got a new gasket on there. We got it cleaned out real good. It was flowing with clean, beautiful water. I got a new radiator hose, which I didn't want to replace at first until I took it off. I thought it was two different sizes, and I thought that was going to be hard to find, but it ended up having a spacer on both ends, so it wasn't difficult to get one. And let's start her up and see if she's going to overheat. Well, she's been idling for about 15-20 minutes now, and I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. Normally, by this time, it would have warmed up. So that thermostat or all that crap that was in there that I blew out must have been the problem. So stay tuned for more adventures on the next video.